everyone. I'm Ashley, and this is the Laundry Room Podcast. We got a special guest in the building. We got Jay Hitta.
Yo, what's good?
Jay Hitta, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Go ahead and just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, my name is Jay Hitta. It's the do 8 sit-ups in this weight, get up. That's my little motto right there. I made that up for me, But I'm an upcoming artist, man, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm just trying to put us on the map the right way, man. No mumble rap, dead the mumble rap, no auto-tune, none of that. We trying to bring back the mid-2000s rap. So if you like that and miss that, shit, I'm the guy for you.
When did you start, rapping and getting into the music scene?
Man, I used to long ago I used to steal Cassidy rap. Shout out to Cassidy, man. He really put the music into one of my homeboys, man. Really, he let me hear Cassidy probably middle school. I don't know. Yeah, it was middle school. I don't know, but mid-2000s, he put me on him, and I was like, damn, that shit hard. And I used to battle rap. And I used to steal his raps and shit, and I always had the music in me, the rapping in me. So, probably 3 years ago, I made my first song. I took it serious from then.
You've been taking it serious for a very long time, but you actually graduated from FMU, right?
Yeah.
With a bachelor's in accounting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just what made you go to school for accounting, but you kind of knew you wanted to be an artist?
I found out I want to be an artist at school, so it's I really was into math before I even was thinking about rapping. So I decided to go there for accounting, but it's crazy how God just had it mapped out. I guess I took up accounting so I won't get messed over in the game or how it goes down. But that's what I did.
What's your biggest influences now?
I gotta say my family, being it used to be material things. Now it's what can I leave, my legacy and stuff like that. That's what I focus more on. I try to make the best possible outcome, you feel what I'm saying, out of everything I do.
Tell us about your style. What is your style?
Man, when it comes to rapping?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm real versatile. I mean, I can do anything, but my main style is hardcore rap, struggle rap. I try to there's good things out there, I don't experience the good and the ups and, but I came from I came from the poverty, so it's I understand, and I try to make sure that no matter how big you are, you try to keep that into your raps. It don't matter how big you are.
You would say that the struggle influenced your lyrics?
100%. It don't matter. I mean, I'm very lyrical, but I try to make sure that I understand that there's people out there that deals with this every day. So I make sure that I'm aware that a lot of people gravitate towards the real, the understandable rap.
What do you think about the music scene in Broward?
Oh, I love the music scene in Broward, man. It's a lot of light shed on us, so you gotta. It can happen at any day now. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of my homies are coming rappers. They doing exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
So it's I want to see everybody win, man. But the only thing I would say bad is a lot of people don't want to see people win. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. But everybody chasing that same dream.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that a lot of artists a lot of people say is that it's a lot of competition. We like crabs in a bucket.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's everywhere though. I mean, that ain't stop Meek Mill from making it. That ain't stop Lil Wayne from making it. That ain't stop whoever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody that just try to stop you from making it. But you gotta be able to pull through. It is what it is.
Last year, you dropped a freestyle every Friday.
Oh yeah, Freestyle Fridays, man. Yeah.
What was pushing that, or what did you want out of that?
I mean, I wanted to separate myself from the regular, Broward County rapper. I don't want to talk about just drugs and guns and streets where I'm from, and I started to think how can somebody that doesn't know me like this music if I'm speaking about 31st, so I'm talking about the swap shop. They won't know about that shit.
They won't.
So now I gotta speak on a whole level to separate myself. I wanted the world to know, or at least my city to know, that I'm just not just a regular rapper, I'm the chosen one.
And I like the fact that you said that some people not gonna know if you're talking about 30%.
Yeah, just the people you know personally.
Right, and I feel like a lot of artists from our community, they talk about the hood.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the reasons why their music can't get out there, because they so stuck on the hood, people can't really connect to that on a nationwide status.
Yeah, for sure, man. I shout my hood out all the time, but I know how to make it to where it's like fancy though, like to where it's like, oh, he shot his hood out, but I can put my hood and, you know, I can relate to what he's saying as opposed to naming specific streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool for your homies to
it
but
is.
at the end of the day, like, how could somebody, even in Tallahassee, know what the hell I'm talking about way down here? You feel what I'm saying?
They
So
won't.
someone in New York or California or Massachusetts won't know nothing that I'm talking about.
Okay, so what is something that you wish you knew back then that you know now?
Man, I wish I knew like better way to promote. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like I dropped high quality music long ago, but I wish I knew what I knew now. You feel what I'm saying? More like major platforms or ways to get your music out there. I feel like I'd have been at least a few steps forward.
Who would you want to collab with?
Like locally or just
like locally in the industry, like.
In the industry, I want to collab with Beat Mill, you know, because I feel I mean, it is what it is. I feel his raps. I feel like what he rapping is true, and that's what I predicate my raps off of, the same thing. So I want to rap with him. Of course, my idol, Lil Wayne. A lot of people say he fell out, but he didn't. You feel what I'm saying? Caught a fire with platinum. So there's artists that's not doing that. They do songs, but not no albums. You feel what I'm saying? But Lil Wayne, J. Cole. I love to do a song with J. Cole. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as locally, I mean, I was gonna say Kodak, but you know he on team. But Kodak not local though, so I do a song. Still in the industry, I do a song with that, of course. Locally though, man, probably 31,000. Well, shit, we got a song that's on the way this year too.
Okay.
I got Cool Ass Carter. That's my dog, man. Shit, it's hella. I don't know. It's just so many that. It's females. It's like Holly Supreme just dropped some shit. It's a lot of people. Me Gucci. A lot of people I want to do songs with. You feel what I'm saying? It's so many. Like, it's too many.
I was just about to touch on the female artists.
A lot of female artists I do something with. You feel me? I was just speaking with a few of them this morning. So. Yeah, but it's a lot of local artists, man. But this year though, I'm gonna make sure I do at least 12 songs with a local artist this year. I'm gonna pick 12 artists and reach out if they want to. Then if they don't, then it's whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure I do a song with at least 10 people from Broward County.
Like if you were to sign to any label, if that was an option for you, what label would you want to sign to? I go to MMG, you feel what I'm saying, or maybe Interscope. Maybe I like the artists up on the Interscope, and I would say Atlantic, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to burn my bridges either, but probably most likely MMG. Why you just say you don't want to burn your bridges?
I don't know, because
what do you mean
like,
by that?
Because like sometimes, you know, like when you're so optimistic about things, you say certain things, the world will take it a different way, like, you know, and that can mess you up when it comes to the label, like, he don't even feel comfortable being with us, so why would we? You know what I'm saying? It's not really that. It's just like everybody got their preference. That's, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. They say if you going to like shopping for a car, like, hey, I go there to get the Aston, but shit, this Jaguar looking better. Shit, I'm gonna get. I mean, what I wanted, but it's like that's what it is.
When it comes down to your music, like, what's the goal?
I mean, getting signed is a goal, but I don't think that's the main goal. The main goal is to like be able to take care of my family. So, signed or not, like, I know people that's unsigned that's taking care of their family, and I'd be cool with that. You feel what I'm saying? I just want to be able to say like, you know, I made a better life for my family. That's it. That's really it. Like, I'm rapping, I do it well. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to get my word across because I do talk about it. I do have something to say, but ultimately, signed or not, I just want to be able to say, you know, pick up my family and do what I want to do.
You got the Promised Land dropping on the 31st.
Oh yeah.
Today is kind of like a listening event that you have in this evening.
For sure. Tonight, shout out to Broward Studios. They, you know, I fuck with them. We gonna have it there, and man, I hope everybody like it. Man. This is me. It's me with the freestyles, but put on original music. Not just like freestyle hard, but it's like I'm coming with a whole collective. It's a whole new vibe. Man. Yeah, man, the Promised Land dropping on all media platforms, man. That name came about. I mean, I was at a state in my life to where it was like, you know, how can I find my own personal happiness? You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's in material things, you know, taking care of your family, whatever you take pride in, or whatever you're willing to die for. That's really like your promised land. You don't have to really die to make it to the promised land. You know, if I'm going through things in life, or like rent, or just regular life situations, you feel me? Like just paying, like I take little things like paying for like rent every month. Like you just made it to your promised land for at least another 30 days. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at it. Whatever you're willing to die for, you feel me? While you living, you feel what I'm saying? That's your promised land once you know, not die actually, you know, if you get what I'm saying. So that's the title of it, The Promised Land. 18 tracks. So I really put that work in, man. There's not no little 9, 8 tracks, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna give you some hardcore work, man. It's top notch, man. My last tape was December 2017. So shit, here we is, you know. Like when I first started, I could have just dropped the songs that like let them fly, but at least on that project, man, I put some time in each track. You feel what I'm saying? Like I work on the track in February, I might touch it again in April. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause your mind do different things, different times of the days, and different times, you know. Just anything that inspired me, you know, to go back to a certain track, I fix on it, and now all of it's together.
What ways do you feel like your new music has changed from your previous music?
I mean, more to talk about as far as experience, but I feel like my old music, I mean, it was the same. It just, now that I have a more fan base and more listeners now, that's it. My old music will be the same. Like, so once I do it on and they go back to my last tape and they hear this one, they, you know, they can really say like, yeah, he grew, but everything he been saying it. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm saying it on a more, you know, confident level, but I've been saying the same thing, what I'm talking about now.
Dave, what song on the mixtape do you feel like is gonna be a hit for you?
I don't know, it's a lot on there, but I feel like, I feel like the song that's gonna get me signed is I actually wrote a letter to Meek Mill, so I'm expecting that to like go viral to where it gets to him and it go from there. You feel what I'm saying? It's basically me analyzing his situation, you know, him doing a little reform and him going to jail for popping willies, and the Nicki situation, like the Drake situation, you feel me? Like, it's not me undermining him, it's me respecting him for overcoming shit, because I done been through shit too.
Right.
Feel me? I just put the letter out there. I feel like that's what's gonna get me on, but it's a few tracks, and I got another track like it's like a southern vibe, like a Do My Thing, you feel what I'm saying? It's an old school beat, a little sample from Centipede, old school beat, but that's gonna be another southern vibe. I got something for the ladies on there, you feel me? Not like lovey-dovey, you feel me? But ladies gonna vibe to it, you feel what I'm saying? They gonna respect what's going on. It's a lot of tracks on there. I feel like it'll go, but a lot of times the track that goes is the one you least expect.
Yeah, you're right about that. So who's on the mixtape? Who can we expect to hear?
I just got one feature on there, Bushy B. That's the only feature I got on there. I wanted to like have less features because working, being off a whole year with music and stuff like that. I learned that when you have a lot of features, man, you be on other people's time, like. And that's what hindered me from doing certain videos that I know would blow. Doing certain things was I was held back because other people was on the song, you feel what I'm saying? like a hot song, performing it, it's like, damn, the second verse ain't on there. Or Jay hit up, you rap the second verse, so you gotta skip through the whole song and shit like that. So now, like, it's 17 of me, and I got one feature on there, and that's Bushy B.
Okay, are you trying to drop any like music videos to any of the tracks that's on the mixtape?
Oh yeah, I got a few. I mean, it's a whole year thing. Like, I'm finna drop it. It's 18 on there. I'm gonna have at least 12 visuals out, 1 a month or 2 a month. I'm gonna put the work in. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the videos. I just need to. I know new ways to promote, so it's gonna get out there. I'm definitely gonna have at least 75% of that of my album mixtape gonna be videos. Gonna have a visual.
If there was any venue that you can perform at, or any major event you can perform at, what would it be?
Like just here or anywhere?
Just anywhere.
Shit, Madison Square Garden, man. I'm trying to sell out a damn arena. That's what I wanna do, and I want the world to know my music, which is why I don't rap like for the world to not know it. I want everybody to be able to relate to what's going on in my music, not just people that I personally know. You know, I'm gonna take care of the people I personally know, but I want the people that don't know me to be able to say, "Damn, I felt that."
Okay, well, I definitely wish you the best with your music career, and I'm hoping that you get signed this year.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Nah, it's gonna happen this year. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna let it not happen this year.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to see a milli, the route I'm taking this. I gotta get to it. I gotta get on it.
Yeah, because you've been putting in a lot of work,
for sure,
making sure you dropping something consistently.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish you the best. All right, everyone. So we have Jay Hit Up stepping in the building. Tell us where we can keep up with you at.
Jay Hit Up everything, man. You know, JAYHITUP. That's everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, iTunes, everywhere. Type that in, you'll see me. Google anything. It's everywhere.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap. That's Jay Hit Up. Thank you guys so much for checking into the Laundry Room. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel on the Laundry Room. Thank you guys. Welcome to the real.